Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jose Duarte, and in today's video, I want to talk about how I believe joining the military is a better choice than going to college. But before we get started, I want to just lay out a couple details into what I'm trying to say. So, this video is going out for those who are in high school and who are turning 18 or who basically doesn't have any idea of what they want to do in life. Um, Now, for those who are in high school, this is this video goes out for you because if you don't have any idea of what you want to do, or if you don't have any clue of what you want to do after you graduate in high school, I just want to explain to you why going to the military is a better choice than going to college. I am not a recruiter. I want to put that out there. I am not a recruiter, so I'm not gonna try to sell you any ideas or any crazy ideas of why you should do this, or I just want to give out my opinions, and based upon my experience of being in the military, this is sort of like what I think and what I believe. For those who don't know what to do after they graduate, and for those who don't have any plans ahead in their lives. Also, as well, when it comes to going to college, if you already have your plan of going to college and you're thinking of being a doctor or an engineer or a scientist, I believe that's important. Like, if you want to do that, go ahead. If you already have everything planned out for you, hey, good for you. I support that. I support people who actually have things planned to go to college and to become an engineer, become a scientist, because this country needs that. This world actually needs people who are forward to do that. That's something I support. But if you're somebody that doesn't know what to do, and I believe that's most people. Most people don't know what to do after they graduate. Just like me, I didn't know. Um, the military is a good way to start. It's a good way to, put your foot in the door, and having those skills already instilled, and say like in 4 years, once you get out, you already have so many skills, you already have so many knowledge, and you even have the opportunity to go to college as well. So that's another good thing that the military offers. And I'm not saying college is a bad thing. I mean, like I said, college is important for those who are wanting to do it, like become engineers or whatever, or lawyers, because this world needs those people. This world needs to advance in technology or even medicine. But like I said, if you don't know what to do after graduating high school, the military is a great opportunity for you, and it's a good way to start. So let's get to it. So my first point out there is always going to be the same for all the videos on why I believe the military is a good fit, or why the military is a good benefit for you. The first one is always going to be the same one for everything. So work ethic. Work ethic is always the best one. It's always going to be the top one. Why I believe it? Because in the military, you're always going to work long. Just like I said in the other videos, you're always going to work long. The first thing, going to boot camp, you're going to work 12 hour shifts, 12 plus hours, and you're already getting into that mindset. If you're going to like working in say like in your first job, you get employed. For me, it was McDonald's. And McDonald's, yeah, like they let you work overtime, but they don't let you work more than, I say, 1 or 2 hours. Or any other job you get employed, they're not going to enforce you or let you work more than 8 hours. I mean, some jobs they might, but and most of the jobs that you get employed, like say McDonald's or whatever minimum wage jobs they offer, they're not gonna let you work more than 8 hours. So I believe in the military, you're already getting to that mindset to working hard, to working long, and that's already a good advantage for those who don't have that opportunity. And also, you're already having that mindset of working long. So it's just like I said in my other video, once you transition into your civilian life or civilian job, you already have that mindset of working hard, working long, and you're not gonna get bothered of working overtime. You're not gonna get bothered of working 12 plus hours a day or whatever the case may be. So that's my point. My second point is managing or leading people. So when I was at McDonald's, I had the chance of being a manager there. I would believe that my first time managing people, I didn't really have a good experience. I would agree that some people might agree to me being a bad manager, but it always comes with experience. Once you learn or once you have more time of being a manager in any job, you get better. I mean, if you actually try to be better, you're gonna get better. If you're gonna be somebody who doesn't care about their employees, they can always see you as a bad manager. But something in the military is that they offer you being to lead people and to manage people. Um, Something that I like about the military is that they always teach you to lead by example. Of course, there's always going to be those people that don't do what they say. Like say they tell you to do something, but they don't do it. There's always those people. There's always going to be those people in the military or in any other job, really. But for me, I take it serious when it comes to leading people. I take it serious when I say that when I tell people to do something, I also lead it, like for example. And that's one thing that I find good about the military and over college. In college, I don't think they even teach you to lead. I mean, they might teach you in the board, but they're not gonna teach you like hands on, or they're not gonna have the opportunity to actually lead people in the actual job that you're gonna study for. So I think that's another benefit over choosing the military or college. I mean, the military, they're gonna push you no matter what. If you don't want to, you're always gonna stay in the same rank. You're never gonna get promoted. So that's another thing that I like. I mean, they push you, and you're always looking forward to get promoted. And with each promotion you get, you're gonna lead. You're gonna have more responsibility. Therefore, you're gonna have more opportunity to lead more people. So that's another thing. The third thing I believe that the military is better is because of discipline. Uh, in the Marine Corps, we're always known for being disciplined. Whatever branch you join, they're always going to instill discipline. I mean, being in time, every day, uh, with your hygiene, whatever, your haircuts, shaving your face. Like just like me, I have a shaved face. Not a shaved face. I still have a mustache, but it's under regulation. So is my haircut. That comes with discipline. That comes with being representable for other people. So that's another thing. I mean, in college, they're not really gonna instill that. They don't really care how you look. They don't really care how you are. All they're gonna show you is whatever they teach you, or whatever they want them to teach you, or whatever you want to learn. But they don't really care how you look. And in the military, they're always gonna instill discipline. They're always gonna instill being representable, being in the regulations. And that's another thing I like. And another thing I want to put out there is I never joined college, but seeing other people that are in college and that are in my unit, I kind of notice the difference, because I see how they don't have that leadership skills or leadership traits that we learn in the workforce, that we learn. Just like I learned in McDonald's, like I learned to be a manager. I had already learned to lead people, maybe not the good way, but I still had the experience. Whether in college they don't really push you, or they don't really have that hands-on experience. So I just want to put that out there. I have never been in college, but based on what I've seen, that's what I that's my experience towards people who are in college. And so the fourth thing I want to say out there is travel. You get to travel, you get to have that experience of visiting other states in the country. Just like I said, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I had my annual training. I had the opportunity to go to North Carolina. Those are the benefits that we have in the military. You know, you get to travel around the country, and if you get deployed, you even have the chance to go to other countries too. So that's another good thing. You're never gonna get that in college. I mean, even if you have to like travel somewhere, you always have to pay out of the pocket. And in the military, they even pay you to go travel to another state. So that's a good benefit. The fifth thing is when it comes to college, I don't really have knowledge over this. I don't really have experience over this. So you could ask, you could actually ask someone else who's in college and is in the military. But from what I know now is that when you're in the military, you could get paid if you decide to go to college. They don't really pay you much. There's like two plans. There's the GI Bill and there's the other plan. I don't forgot what it's called, but I will put that information in the description below. You can get paid if you're in the military. You can get paid if you want to go to college. They pay for your books, I believe. They pay you each month. I think it's like $250, somewhere around there. I'm not sure. And you also have the chance to have college paid after you finish your enlistment. So that's another benefit of, you know, choosing military over college. The sixth thing is being physically fit. Nowadays, you know that people don't even look into being fit. They're lazy. They don't really like to put the work in. In the military, you have to be fit, especially in the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps, their standards are pretty tough compared to other branches. That's my opinion. I'm not sure, but according to what I believe, according to what I'm experiencing, the Marine Corps has really tough standards compared to other branches, and that's another thing why I chose it. Being physically fit, they're always gonna push that towards you. If you're not fit, then you have to face the consequences. And you know, in college, another thing, they don't really care about that. Um, it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter who you are. They're not gonna push you to be physically fit. So in the military, you have the benefit of being physically fit, being disciplined, and it all comes together. So another thing is insurance. So the military does offer insurance. You don't have to pay for it. It already comes deducted from your paycheck. You don't really see it though, but you do get insurance. That's another good thing, especially if you are married or if you have kids. You could have them insured under yourself. So you get insurance. Um, I don't know how good it is because I don't use the military. I don't use the Marine Corps insurance plan. I use I use the one at work because I am reserves. But you know, if you have a hospital, if you have like an emergency, you go to the hospital. I don't know how much they cover, but that's another benefit over going to college. Or even if you do college and you have a part-time job or a full-time job, you still have to pay like a big amount to get covered, to get insurance. And the military is pretty cheap compared to other civilian jobs. So that's another benefit. Another thing is retirement plans. Just like I said, the military does offer retirement plans. It's almost like a 401k, but they don't really call it that. It's the ESP or the ESP plan or something like that, where you could either choose if you want to do a conventional or you want to do a Roth. Conventional is like a 401 or a Roth. That's another good thing that they offer. I believe that started like 10, 20 years ago. They didn't have that like before 20 years ago. So that's another good thing about the military, that you could even have a retirement plan. And I believe after you finish your contract, you could transfer that money into your civilian job. So, you know, that's another good thing. And for my last but not least point I want to put out there is you get to serve your country. you have the opportunity to actually do a good thing for yourself. I know going to college is a good thing. I know going to college is something that is going to benefit you and you're investing on yourself. But serving your country is a really big thing. I know after you finish your contract, a lot of civilian jobs look into that. Like you're serving your country, put that on your resume, and a lot of civilian jobs are gonna see that, and they might choose you over people who don't have military experience. So that's another good thing. And well, you have the opportunity to serve your country. You have the opportunity to have that benefit of actually wearing a uniform and just having fun in general. And if you think about it, there's other countries that they enforce serving the country once you turn 18. I know in America we don't have that, and I'm not saying we should. I'm just pointing out there, like, other countries have that law where once you turn 18, you either go to college, something like that, or you go to the military. Um, so yeah, you have the opportunity to actually serve your country, do something for yourself, do something for this country. Yeah, you might have a bad experience. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a good experience all the time, but it's a mindset thing, and it's also beneficial for you because you're staying fit, you're learning how to be disciplined, you're learning other skills. That's what I'm trying to say. You get to learn other skills, and you just have that chance or that opportunity to actually do something good. That comes to an end. If you find any good knowledge about what I said, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions regarding about military or Marine Corps boot camp, go ahead and ask me. I'm gonna have my email address in the description box as well, so you could send me a direct message if you want, or even ask me in the comment section. I'm always answering people's questions, and if you disagree or if you want to put your opinions on college and what they're good for, hey, even list those options or list those opinions down below. So that comes to an ending. And just like always, guys, keep your head up, stay motivated, and keep moving forward. Peace out.